The second hour of our time together, 10 minutes past midday. Remember to go to the Westgate shopping mall. You need to get your Westgate sticker at the back of your car, and you don't need to buy it. You don't need to enter a draw. You don't need to know someone. All you have to do is drive to the shopping mall and do what you want to do there. You can shop, you can eat, you can window shop. You can also, have an awesome meal with someone. And while you are at it, ask them for the Westgate Mall sticker. And the only thing they're going to ask you for is your car number plate and your phone number. Hata wataki ID. Iyo ingine ni kadhalika. After that, listen to SpiceFM. Tune in every day because every Friday we give every single thing from air tickets powered by Lufthansa Group, that is Brussels Airlines, return tickets to Europe. And this month we are doing it big because it's the grand finale. We're giving away a business class ticket to a destination of your choice to Europe. Business class, yes, return, as in ya kuenda na ya kurudi, right? And of course, we're going to be giving away suitcases from Samsonite. So it does not get better than that when it comes to travel and luxury. You only think about quality you can trust, and that is Samsonite. And we'll be giving away a Total fuel voucher, Total Energies fuel voucher worth 25,000 shillings. Hiyo ni ya kuenda kwenye ushago na kurudi as many times as you want, and so much more. We have meal vouchers from Barista & Co. We have Levi, we have Giordano, and we have Max's shopping voucher, so you can go and look nice as you travel to Europe. I'm hoping that one person wins it all. I don't know how that's going to happen. I hope your grandmother is a powerful prayer warrior. But yes, Wellness Wednesday, and we have the pleasure of having in studio today Stephen Ogutu. He's a registered clinical officer, and he works at Marie Stopes, Kenya. And when you think about reproductive health in our country, you cannot not talk about their facility. And this is not a paid ad, so we're not going to focus on the facility. Today, we're talking about why we are seeing rising cases of fibroids. What are fibroids? Why so rampant? Why out of 5 women, Stephen, 3 of them are going through an issue with fibroids? Small ones, big ones, multiple ones, and we want first to find out what are fibroids. My name is Yolanda Mulwa, by the way.
Yes, as you've been saying, my name's Stephen Ouma Ogutu. You've added that one. That one is my grandfather's name, and we use it as a family name.
Yes.
So back to the topic, fibroids. What are the fibroids?
Yes.
What are the causes of the fibroids?
Yes, please.
What are the risk factors? So first, we have to know what are the fibroids.
Yes.
Many a times people have mistaken fibroids with other uterine growths. But today we just want to narrow down on the fibroids. So fibroids are non-cancerous growth that grows inside the uterine muscles. They can be inside, they can be in the middle, and they can also be outside the uterine wall. So depends with the location of the fibroids. They also have the names depending with the locations.
Yes.
And one we have subserosal, we have intramural,
yes,
we have cervical fibroid. So the names are generated based on the location of the fibroids. Yes, and the fibroid has become a menace among females who are in their reproductive age, and the risk factors depends. 1, lifestyle.
Yes.
Number 2, the race. Number 3 is what we consume.
Yes.
Yes. If I'll narrow down on the lifestyle, because we're basically talking on the females.
Yes, please.
There are some other environmental chemicals, especially the air relaxants. So someone might ask you, how does an air relaxant is related to a fibroid?
Yes, please.
Some of the cosmetics that females use, first they break the scalp. And scalp, there is also a blood circulation.
Blood circulation.
Blood circulations.
Yes.
And when they enter into the bloodstream, they interfere with other components of the blood. Liver plays a very integral role in a human's body.
Yes.
And when these chemicals enters into the blood, they interfere with the liver functionality. And that one will contribute to the higher production of the hormone, which is estrogen.
Yes.
And currently a lot of studies has been done
Yeah,
What is the cause of?
but not enough.
Yes, but not enough. Yes.
Yeah, not enough studies. I know that I've spoken to a doctor who is in clinical research, a
Yes.
friend of mine, Dr. Charity. She works for the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital. And I always ask her, why don't we have enough money towards research on some of these reproductive issues that specifically affect women?
Yes.
And she says, oh, we have cancers that are far more prominent and a menace. We have, what is it called? We have HIV, we have tuberculosis, we have... So in the grander scheme of things, the fibroids kind of take a backseat, which is very unfair. A human being is now flying to the moon,
Yes.
but you do not know, or you don't have a permanent solution to fibrosis unless it is surgery. And in some rare cases, extreme cases, a total hysterectomy, which is removing...
Removal of the whole uterus.
Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you short.
Yes, that's a very good insight. Why?
Why?
A lot of researches has been done, including our country, one of our big hospitals, that is Kenyatta Hospital. A lot has been done, but it still remains that the cause is unknown. It is believed that the dominance hormone, that is estrogen hormone,
Yes.
that is what causes the growth. But medically, we say the cause is idiopathic. Idiopathic means unknown.
Yes.
Yes. But it is believed.
Yes.
But the original cause is
Yes.
not yet established. But how can we maneuver through these researches which has been done? One, health education.
Health education.
Our diet. What kind of diet should we take?
Yes.
We tend too much to take I once was in a conversation where we were saying if you go to Western countries, they waste money to buy vegetables, but us, we waste money to buy KFC.
Yes.
We cry for KFC, but with them, they cry for vegetables.
We say fast food. Let's not narrow down to a brand. I do not want a lawsuit. This show has already been enough trouble
Yes.
as it is. Yes. Go ahead.
Yes. So there are food products, when they are consumed by females, they
Yes.
tend to facilitate.
Yeah. They are hormonal
They are
disruptors.
hormonal disruptors.
Yes.
One of them, refined sugars.
Yes.
High foods, highly refined carbohydrates. These foods tends to facilitate the estrogen's levels.
Yes.
The red meat. We are not saying you don't eat the red meat, but what we are saying, control the amount you consume.
I want you to put a pin on it. I have been battling anemia for 2 years now, and I was very mortified and shocked. In fact, when I first discovered in a hospital that I had anemia, I said, how do I have anemia? That is, umenitukana ni kama kwa shakwa ama marasmus.
Yes.
And I was asked to eat red meat. And I asked you, you're the same ones who keep telling us that this meat is carcinogenic. Yes. Now you're telling me, because I had stopped eating red meat. Mimi ni mkamba, tunapenda sana mbuzi, dopa. No, anyway, say ndoba. Ndoba ni ule, nini crossbreed wa mbuzi na sheep. We eat dopa, we eat chicken, we eat everything else except beef. Now you're coming again to tell us we can come back and eat the same beef.
Yes.
Or control it, rather.
You are advised to take red meat. But what type of red meat? What component of it?
Yes. The lean meat?
Normally, what is encouraged is the liver. If you compare the iron levels in liver and the lean, there's a difference.
Yes.
So we encourage foods rich in iron.
In iron.
And it is not only red meat.
Yeah.
There are also vegetables which are rich in ions.
Yes.
There are also white meat which are rich in
iron.
So what type of foods are we consuming, or what type of foods are our women consuming?
Yes.
If you consume a lot of sugar, I always ask this question, what is the importance of sugar in the human body?
No, it's just for kujifurahisha.
Ni utamu wa mdomo.
Ni mchezo wa nini? Wa taste buds.
It doesn't add any value into the human system. Rather than it adds more harm than good.
Yes.
We'll narrow down to the obesity. If you look at the obesity and sugar levels, they are marrying each other. And obesity is one of the risk factors of fibroid.
Yes.
Those who are obese, they tend to have high insulin levels.
Yes.
And as the insulins are produced in higher amount, they tend to interfere with the liver synthesis. And with that, they'll tend to promote estrogen, the hormone we had said. And once the estrogen takes dominancy, everything in that area is happily growing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know the reason why black women are at a higher risk of getting fibroids? Is it known? Does science have an answer for that? And whether it's hereditary as well, because I understand it is hereditary.
Yes, the black women, the science has not come up with a conclusive answer about it.
Yes.
But hereditary to means your mother had it.
Yes.
You have a chance of
Getting
having
it.
It is not a must.
Yes.
You have it,
Yeah.
but
I'm more likely
you
to.
are more likely to
Yes.
have it. That is what we mean by hereditary.
Yes.
Yes.
But for someone who's listening to the show and
Yes.
they've never heard about fibroids, they are curious. What do fibroids feed on when they're in your body? What are the symptoms and what are the effects of having fibroids in your body? Like to a woman, how long should a woman's menses be for? And how do the fibroids affect your day-to-day reproductive health?
That is a very nice question. But to start with,
Yes.
there are a lot of women outside here who are working with fibroids unknowingly.
Yes.
Not unless they stepped into an hospital setup. After an ultrasound, she's being told you have
Fibroids.
fibroids. And she's surprised. She'll tell you, daktari, mimi sina shida yoyote. Hii imetoka?
Wapi?
Imetoka wapi? And that is the time she's realizing that she has been having this thing for a long time.
Yes.
And you've also asked a question that what are the symptoms? How will one know? How will this also hinder you from performing your daily duties?
Yes.
We have stages of the fibroids. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. These stages are classified based on the sizes.
Yes.
So it reaches a stage whereby these fibroids are making you not to perform your normal duties as usual.
Yes.
One of the symptoms which will happen, if your menses used to be 5 days, it will prolong, which is if menses are going beyond 7 days, now we call it abnormal uterine bleeding.
Yes.
But it is not only during menses. You're not on your periods. You're not expecting at any time soon, but you are bleeding in between.
Yes.
There must be a cause of that bleeding. It is not normal for a woman to bleed when she's not on her menses.
On her menses.
Not unless there is something somewhere. So one of the symptoms is either bleeding in between the periods or prolonged
Bleeding.
and also heavy.
Bleeding.
Number 2, pain during periods. It is not usual for a woman to have severe pains during. They are normal.
I love that you've said that because it's such a controversial topic. And I'm going to quote my boss. My boss is called Jacinta.
Yes.
And Jacinta told me this week, Yolanda, pain is not a lifestyle. And we are almost conditioned to imagine that pain is a lifestyle.
Yes.
And women are told that since they're little. Oh, you're a woman, mama. The pain that awaits you is a lot. So please, because this should be a bite. A woman should not have
pain during
pain during her period.
her periods.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Full stop.
Full stop.
Not and if but or.
Yes.
Full stop.
Yes.
You should not. Maybe some level of discomfort, but
Yes.
certainly not pain.
Certainly not pain.
So when you do have pain,
there must be
an underlying
problem.
issue.
Yes.
There must be an underlying issue.
Yes.
Must.
There must be. And what takes people to the hospital is
Pain.
pain.
Wow.
Not any other thing but
Pain.
pain. Leave the accident issues. But what takes almost 80% of patients to the hospital is pain.
Yes.
It reaches a level whereby one cannot persevere that pain.
Yeah. Do fibroids affect your ability to conceive?
Yes.
And do they also, should you conceive with fibroids, do they also, pose any form of risk to the unborn child? Maybe the pregnancy's growth and health, overall health of the pregnancy?
Yes.
And progression also?
Yes. So fibroid is a one contributor of infertility.
Yes.
To a woman. Now depends with where is the fibroid growing.
The location again.
The location.
Yeah.
Number 2, you've asked, can it lead to loss of unborn child?
Yes.
Yes, it can.
Which is called miscarriage.
Yes. For a fetus or a child to develop in the uterus, there must be area of
Attachment.
of an attachment. So if fibroid takes the dominance of the area, automatically you lose that what?
That pregnancy.
That pregnancy. There are people who conceive with fibroids. They go with pregnancy up to what? Up to term.
Yes.
So fibroids also cannot hinder a woman from getting what?
Pregnant.
From getting pregnant. So we should not brush it off that fibroid can hinder one from getting what? From getting pregnant. But now, how does it contribute to infertility? One, location of growth, and also the
size.
And also the size. And also the severity of the symptoms.
This is a lot.
Yes, and also to add, there is this one which somebody can ask you, how does fibroid related to frequent urination?
Yes, please.
This is a mass. It is a bulk mass in the uterine wall.
Yes.
So when it is growing, it presses on another what? On another organ. And the organ which it presses on is the urinary bladder. So as it presses into the urinary bladder, you'll tend to urinate more frequently.
Wow. Like you're pregnant.
Yes, like you're pregnant. Number 4.
Yes.
Sometimes you might have a big tummy as if you're
pregnant.
Yet you're only carrying masses in your what?
In your stomach.
In your stomach. That's why I spoke of the stages. You have the stage 1 where we have a very minute one. We have stage 2, moderate. We have medium, and we have the larger, as large as 15 centimeters.
Yes.
Yes. And many a times, sometimes during cesarean section to some women, you might find the fibroid is more of same weight with the baby.
Yeah.
A big mass. So remember, someone who is not pregnant having that mass in the uterine cavity.
Yeah. Does it also bring about other complications like backaches because you're carrying weight?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, you're carrying weight. Do you have backache? Do you have pain outside of the times that you're bleeding? You're on your menses?
Yes, you tend to have pain outside the menstruation period.
Yes.
You'll tend to have pain during that time.
Oh my goodness. So we're going to breathe in a little. We're going to listen to a song, Miguel featuring Kendrick Lamar, How Many Drinks. I should have thought about our conversation when I was doing the playlist. It's okay. It's already here. We're going to listen to it. But when we come back, someone says on X, they're taking notes. By the way, this was a conversation that was requested for by one of our listeners. He DM'd me and I sat with my producer, showed him the message. Their wife was admitted, I think last week. They were in the hospital. They were there for an operation to remove fibroids, and he was tasked to stay at home and take care of the children. And he said, Yolanda, this is very painful, a painful ordeal for my family and I. Just watching my wife in constant pain and agony. Can you please bring someone to help bring understanding to this? And I actually told him it's more common than you can imagine. We are right next to a hospital. We're going to reach out to them. We're going to find out whether they can send someone to us and we can have this conversation. So should you have any questions, please direct them to Daktari here, Stephen Ogutu. And of course, we are also live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. And you can also, we are live on spicefm.co.ke, but the full conversation is going to be uploaded on YouTube later so that you can go back and revisit and watch as many times as possible. Probably share it with someone who you think needs this information. But let's grow and learn together. Back with Daktari. If you have any questions, you can call us live in the studio, 0719012600. We have a short code. It is free of charge. It is also private. No one else gets to see your messages except myself and my producer in the studio. 40127. You can ask your private questions there. Or you can go to the socials at SpiceFM KE and at Yolanda Mulwa. Talk to us. Doesn't this sound like some crazy madness? This is what women go through. Can you imagine? I'm just sitting here doing this show and I'm here bleeding to death. It will never be a fair landscape, in my opinion. Yeah. Back in a few with the doctor. We have Stephen Ogutu, a registered clinical officer, and we have questions coming in. Someone has asked, what is the difference between fibroids and cysts.
What is the difference between fibroid and cyst?
Yes, please.
So as we said from our start, that fibroid is a non-cancerous growth inside. Could it be in the middle? Could it be outside of the uterine cavity or the uterine muscles?
Yes.
So if definition of a cyst is a collection of a fluid inside a what? Inside the sac.
Yes.
And we also have different types of cysts. And fibroid grows specifically in the uterine muscles.
Yes.
And also can extend to the cervical area. But cyst can grow either in the uterine cavity, it can grow in the ovaries. So to just mention, sometimes you might do an ultrasound,
yes,
and you find there is a cyst, or there are numerous cysts.
Yes.
There are cysts which are caused due to other conditions. One of them is the PCOS, which the name changed just recently.
Yes.
A metabolic condition due to insulin resistance. Also, it can be as a result of hormonal imbalance. So, cyst, as I said, it is a collection of a fluid inside a sac, while a fibroid is a growth in a muscle region.
Yes.
So, it is the uterine muscles that grows. And this one is as a result of specifically a dominance of the estrogen hormone. We have two hormones. We have progesterone and estrogen. So when the estrogen takes the dominancy, it will lead to the growth of the fibroids. And if you look at the risk factors,
yes,
they are quite different. So the relationship between fibroid and cyst, at times people tend to confuse them, but they are not the same. Yes.
Okay, I love this. This is so insightful.
They are not the same.
They are not the same.
Yes. So one might tell you cyst can cause fibroids. No, it is not.
A fibroid is a fibroid.
A fibroid is a fibroid.
And a cyst
is a cyst.
Yeah.
So cyst is also named with the location yenye?
Eco.
Yeah. And there are durations where you can find a cyst if you do an ultrasound too, especially to a reproductive woman.
Ay, maneno ni mingi. Hii syllabus inachosha. Please, can we lighten the load? We have some more questions and comments here.
Yes.
Morning Jaber Yols, West End in Kisumu, is asking, ask Jakababa, does high intake, amesema do high, we ni mjaluo English inakusumbua, inakuponyoka hivi. Ask Jakababa, does high intake of sugar have anything to do with fibroids? And he says, nice day. That's Enrique. And then some more. Let me just give you all of them so you structure your responses. Tina Masese says, this is so informative. Thank you. Taking notes. Nikki Muraguri says, lifestyle choices giving diseases chances. Jackie Soni Khadija says, learning a lot. Thank you, doctor, for this. Baba Wanda also says, thank you so much. Let me see if there's any more questions so that now you can just speak uninterrupted. Hold on 1 minute. I think I see something else. Baba Wanda is asking, I love how he's putting everything on the table. Big up, doctor, #Sugar and Spice. On behalf of the family, applause kibao. I don't know if it's my place to say who wrote this to us, but if you figure it out, good for you. It's someone's husband who wrote to us and told us that they have really gone through hell as a family.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you can tell us some of the issues that having fibroids for the longest time. What are some of the effects of having fibroids for a long time? Do they self-resolve? And what are some of the medical interventions that doctors and hospitals do to manage these very cysts we're talking about? Tunasalimiwa, all aboard the train. Izom Chelsea following from Bungoma County. Aya. Now you can speak to us. Stephen Ogutu Daktari.
Yes, so to start with, I think we'll start with the sugar.
Yes, please.
The relationship between sugar and fibroids.
Yes, please.
Does sugar contribute to or can contribute to
their growth?
Their growth of fibroids.
Or their existence at all?
Or their existence.
Yeah.
The answer is?
Yes.
The answer is? Sugar.
So if you're pre-diabetic,
yes,
you might have a chance
to have fibroids because of insulin
resistance.
resistance.
My producer and I are looking at each other because someone sat here and told us that insulin resistance is the problem that humanity is facing at the problem, and we were even flagged as a station. But continue.
So the more you consume sugar, the more your body will not tend to convert the natural. Remember, the body adds its own natural
Insulin.
So why are we sometimes tend to give a synthetic insulin? Sugars have spiked. Now we are controlling them artificially.
Yes.
That's why I told you earlier that I always ask my patients that the benefit of sugar in the human system, I don't see it.
So you don't personally take sugar?
I don't.
Sorry, I went personal. My
It is
producer
better
says-
we go for natural sugar as opposed to the refined sugar.
Refined sugar.
I was brought up in a rural village in Migori County,
Yes.
next to a very big company, Sony Sugar.
Yes.
And we used to visit that company almost every end of the month. And we used to be given sugar. Tunalamba. Mingi sana.
Lakini tusiseme brands. Mimi shida, my guests like me to be flagged by CAK. You see, it's not that... I hope the
Yes.
direction is not a negative
Yes,
one.
yes.
Thank you. We don't want lawsuits.
So I was very keen to see how the production of sugar still is packaging.
Yes.
And sometimes we say it is pathetic for human consumption.
Ngaiwate. My guest is giving his views, not the views of the station.
So as we said, sugar is for the mouth
Yes.
and for the lips,
Ya kujifurahisha.
not the human body system.
Okay.
So sugar can contribute to growth of fibroid. The answer is yes.
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 Some of the medical interventions, someone comes to you, you give them the diagnosis, of course, after having multiple tests, ultrasounds and whatnot, and you discover probably they're larger than they should be. They're probably giving this person a hard time. Maybe, they've changed their quality of life, maybe the pain and the strain, that they have to go through every day, the pains, and the bleeding. Maybe they have anemia because of the fibroids. What are the options you give a patient?
So what I say is first, health is wealth.
Yes.
When you're sick, you're unproductive. Productivity depends on the well-being of an individual.
Yes.
Long-term stay with illness, once it will drain the family financially because you'll be in and out
Of the hospital.
So there are interventions. They are permanent and they are temporary interventions.
Yes.
There are hormones which can be given into the system.
Mm-hmm.
One we call gonadotrophin releasing hormone,
Yes.
which can be given to subject a woman into a premenopausal period.
Wait. That hiyo umetuambia vitu mingi. That is a lot of health doctor jargon. Hata tumepotea. Premenopausal. Ciao.
So inakuweka in a state of menopause
Yes.
for a while.
Even if you're 35 years old.
Yes.
What?
Because
no menses, no period,
it
nothing.
reduces the levels of
Estrogen, which is the hormone that is feeding.
which is the menace.
Okay, understood.
Yes.
Understood. So when that happens, do you get your monthly period?
No.
Hey.
That's why we say
Yes.
for those who got their periods earlier, between the age of 10, 13 up, we call it early menarche,
Yeah.
they tend to be more at risk as opposed to those who got it above them. Reason is the duration they are exposed to this hormone is longer. That's why when one reaches menopause, sometimes she had a fibroid of around 0.5 or 3 or 2 or 1 point something centimeters by 0 point something centimeters. But once she knocks to menopause, they disappear because the estrogen levels are no longer there. They are very low.
Oh, MG. Do you know you're the first medical practitioner to talk about how starting your period earlier than usual affects or its effects in general. I've never had anyone bring it up.
It is one of the risk
we're
factors.
concentrating on premenopause,
Yes.
and we're wondering why we have it earlier than usual with other generations. And wow, okay. Wow, clock it. We like it. Please continue.
Another intervention is we call embolization.
Yes.
Embolization means you cut the blood supply to the fibroid.
Each individual fibroid.
Yes. But it is a temporary solution. It is not a permanent. It is not a permanent solution. To some extent, when they are not that much bigger, we tend to give some hormonal contraceptives.
Yes.
One thing which hormonal contraceptives will do is to control the uterine bleeding, because levonorgestrel hormone will tend to balance the hormonal levels. So the heavy bleeding will tend to go down.
Yes.
Again, that is a temporary solution to the fibroids.
What is the permanent solution?
So the permanent solution, again, we say it is sometimes might be sad, because sometimes it might lead to loss of the uterus, the whole uterus, and that is hysterectomy. Myomectomy can be a solution, but sometimes...
Just explain first what a myomectomy is. I know what both myomectomy and a hysterectomy are, but just to a layman who has never had those things before.
A myomectomy is the partial removal. The uterine wall remains intact.
Yes.
But you only remove what you want.
What you want. So the person can conceive after.
The person can conceive after myomectomy.
Yes.
She can continue with her life as usual, but now the lifestyle has to change.
How? In what sense?
One, what you consume.
The sugar. We're going back to the sugar.
Stress levels. And one might ask a question, how can a stress level lead to growth of fibroids?
Yes, please.
When you're highly stressed, brain controls 100% of our systemic work in the body. So when you are stressed, your body tends to produce a hormone called cortisol.
Cortisol, which is the other poison in our body.
Which the other poison of the body, in the body. So when cortisol is produced in higher levels, you're making the other person to be high. That is the estrogen. And that also will contribute to fibroid growth.
So wanawake wahame Kenya. Juu stress. Stress ni constant. Dust na stress ni constant.
There are certain levels of stress.
Which ones?
But now
we passed
you
the
have
threshold.
You have to know how to manage your stress. They are social, they are financial, they are economic. So if you carry all these together, you want to work with them.
So who are you supposed to live them with? But anyway, we digress. Now let's talk about the hysterectomy.
Yes.
It is permanent. There's no going back. You can never have children.
Yes.
Nyumba ya mtoto inabomolewa.
yote.
You are now almost a man.
Yes.
So hysterectomy, do you get your period?
No. How will you get your periods?
If the ovaries are left intact.
Let's bring that also clear.
Yes, because you can have a hysterectomy, so they remove your uterus and your cervix.
Yes.
And they leave your ovaries.
Yes.
So you still have hormone production.
Yes.
And you get your period.
Yeah. No.
You don't get your period.
Get your periods. I want us to be clear on this.
Myomectomy, you get your period.
You get your periods.
Hysterectomy,
the periods is just the shedding off
the uterine wall.
It is just like an hydrological cycle of the rain.
Yes. So no uterus, no uterine wall shedding.
Yes. Nothing will shed. So your ovaries will remain intact, but the question you will ask, where are the ovum going to?
Yes.
Yes, every month you will be producing
an egg. Yes.
But where will they be going to?
But this is an option, Doc,
yes,
for someone who would still want to have children,
yes,
using other options, right? Because someone might want to have a gestational carrier,
yes,
someone might want to freeze their egg, because sometimes you are supposed to, the doctor or your body forces you into a place where you have to have a hysterectomy, but you're not done having children.
Yes.
And you cannot preach this doom to women who,
yes,
I didn't do anything to deserve being in this situation. So you can still have a child. You can't just carry a pregnancy.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Continue.
So I was saying, you're asking a very nice question. Your ovaries are still there intact.
Yes.
You will be producing every month
An egg.
an egg. But where will they be going to? They'll be absorbed into the system. And there's also, we call it a myth or an hypothesis, uncertain truth. People say that when those ovums are produced and they're absorbed into the body, you tend to become more prettier. No. Those things are micronutrients.
Yeah.
So they'll be produced every month, every cycle, but they will be absorbed into the body.
So you don't have I'm still...
You will not have your periods, because periods is the shedding off of the uterine wall.
Yeah.
This is the pathophysiology of a pregnancy or of a period. Ovulation has to happen, then you get your periods. So when sperms or when the ovum is released, it comes all the way towards the uterine cavity. Now it has reached fallopian tube, imepita, imekuja ikafika kwa uterus, haijapata anything to fertilize it.
Yes.
It will be absorbed. Then when your cycle reaches, the uterine will shed off.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Someone is asking, their number ends with 26. Someone is asking whether your vaginal discharge also changes when you have the myomectomy or the hysterectomy. And even if you have fibroids, whether there's any changes in your vaginal discharge. I'm hoping that's what they're asking, because they've just asked. Now, discharge?
Discharge, yes. Sometimes it might be change of color, might be there. Depends now with the symptoms of the fibroids. There's bleeding and there is spotting.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might be having mild spotting, which might change the color of the discharge.
Yes.
So sometimes when you check on the discharge color, you might see it is more of reddish, or at times it is like pinkish.
Or if it's old blood,
it is old blood,
darker, copper.
Darker. So depends now with the stage of the fibroid. So if you have spotting in between the period, as we said earlier, that is one of the symptoms of the fibroids. You're not on your menses,
yes,
but now you're spotting more frequently. It might change the color of that discharge. But an interesting question you ask, myomectomy or hysterectomy? Hysterectomy, now color of discharge won't be there.
Why? There's no discharge?
Discharge can be there due to hormonal issues, but there's nothing coming. Cervix is no longer there.
Yeah.
Uterus is no longer there. It's no longer there. The connection between the external part of the female reproductive system and the internal is the cervix.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
For a woman to conceive, sperms has to be deposited. They go through the cervix region, then they go into the uterine.
So now when you
now you don't have cervix,
you don't have uterus. So sperms will just be going on a field trip. Tour is tour, and then they're out.
Or which they normally.
But you're still releasing an egg.
Yeah, but you'll tend to have something like a blind pouch.
But you're releasing an egg, so there's no fertilization that will happen.
No fertilization that happens. It is like you've done a tubal ligation.
Someone has asked,
Yes.
Does tubal ligation prevent fibroids?
No. Tubal ligation is a family planning method.
Okay. Period. Has nothing to do...
It is a family planning
method.
So what tubal ligation will lead is you won't conceive for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
Oh my God. Hey, Doc. Leo umeleta hapa pressure mob sana, mingi sana. I don't even know if our hour is enough to finish this conversation. I don't know if you're going to, you will have time to come again. I feel like maybe the discussion is not fully over. You've started us with the definition of a fibroid.
Yes.
All the way till how we fix the issue when it's out of hand. And then your life resolves and goes back to normal once you've had one of the. What are the chances of removing your fibroids and them coming back after a myomectomy?
Chances are around 30%, but now chances now depends. We spoke of lifestyle.
Yes.
We have also underlying conditions. One of them is hypertension.
Yes.
And one might ask a question, how is hypertension related to fibroids? Hypertension is the buildup of blood pressure into the body muscles. So when this reaches the uterine cavity or the uterine muscles,
yes,
it will tend to affect the arteries. And the arteries are these tiny blood vessels. So if the arteries ruptures, something will tend to grow like a mass in the area. And due to that, growth of fibroids will be emanating from that area.
Wow.
Again, we talked of foods that we eat. Refined sugar, highly refined carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Alcohol is another factor. We also talk of stress levels. So, as I said earlier, that myomectomy is not a permanent solution, but it can be if you, as an individual, you've taken an initiative of now you want to live a healthy
lifestyle.
Wow.
Wow.
Because food plays a massive role into the human system. So if your diet is not healthy, expect more.
Hey, na hiyo ni warning. I'm to warn. Thank you so much, Stephen Ogutu, Registered Clinical Officer with Mytuner Kenya. And thank you for doing us the honors of, gracing us, your presence, answering every question, no matter how intrusive and maybe not so smart. We absolutely appreciate your presence here. We hope you will come back again, because I'm sure we will get more questions from our audience, and we will definitely need your expertise in answering them, because when the person wrote to us, we did not know. Edwin and I did not know whether we Keith need, we Ndek need, we did not know where we were going to start. But thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yes. Thank you so much. And you will come again?
We'll come again.
Tarudi, tena na tena?
We'll come again and again.
Ndio to discuss. But how big can a fibroid get?
A fibroid can be big as even 15 to 20 centimeters.
Wow. So someone is, back at the uterus has expanded to the size of a pregnant woman?
Yes, that's why we have a bulky uterus.
Yes. That's what
someone
the ultrasound will say.
Like she's pregnant, yet she's not
pregnant
because she's carrying a mass inside the uterus.
Kwa hivyo wanawake wache kuuliza watu whether you're pregnant. Excuse me, Rose, are you pregnant? Ungoje uambiwe. Ungoje wache kuambia watu congratulations.
Yes.
Bure una hurt watu ma feelings uko nje. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Maybe one day we'll call you come and talk about the psychological impact of going through this silently, because very many women are battling this in silence. And like you've said, it affects the family, it affects the individual, and it's also financially draining.
Yes.
Thank you so much. The full conversation is going to be on our YouTube page in a few, so you can play catch up, you can forward it to a friend, you can leave your questions in case you want him to come back and answer the questions. The news in the next 1.5 minutes. Registered Clinical Officer Stephen Ogutu, thank you so much. See you on the other side of the clock right after the news.